Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 2. Last episode, I think we had mainly just explored around on this side of the place. We may have gone into the fort down there in the last episode. I can't quite remember. It's been a week and that tends to happen sometimes. I have a bad memory, so sue me. Anyway, now I think it's time we head into Dharmon, the last city in the Great Cave. We may as well. So, in we go. Alright. Can't walk around the outside, unfortunately. Let's see. Ripple's Armory. The name does sound familiar. She must have been in the last game. Even by Avernum standards, the woman behind the counter is pale. Her skin is a pure, unblemished ivory. It almost seems to shine brighter than the polished shields on the counter in front of her. I am Ripple. Welcome to my shop. What sort of business goes on here, my lady? I do a brisk business here. You can buy armor and sell me anything you have. Here at the front, we take all of the equipment we can get. Where's the front right now? Up north. Not far. There's been a vicious fighting, back and forth for months. Nasty fighting, heavy losses. Our best supplies have come from the fallen foe. Fine metalwork brought down from the surface. I buy all the stuff I can, fix it up, and pass it on to our army. We ain't picky. Sometimes we can't afford pride. I've heard it said that pride comes before a fall. What you say rings true. Of course, we'd rather use our own goods than blades stolen from the corpses of our foemen, but we can't. We just don't have enough. It's just that simple. Well, got steel, that's nice. Those large shields, that's probably encumbering them, now that I think about it. Yeah, those must be encumbering them because they've been encumbered for a while, so they can't use the large shields. I gotta switch it out for steel small shields. It's a bit expensive, but it'll be fine. By the way, anything special you're looking for? As a matter of fact, we've been making weapons so quickly that we've run low on ore. If you bring me sacks of ore, I'll give you a fair price for them. Sure thing. Swap those out, and we'll sell you these old shields. Oop. We got back most of our coin. Not a terrible situation. Still a bit poor for it, but you know what? It's not as bad as it could have been. Julie the Fletcher. There's a surprisingly young woman sitting behind the counter. She's clearly only in her late teens. She is salvaging feathers from Empire arrows to place on shafts of her own. She introduces herself. Julie the Fletcher. What are you working on? She grins. I'm doing what I've done since I was little. Archery. You can purchase my work. It's modest, I admit, but it'll do the job. That's a long time to devote to one profession. I came with my parents into Avernum when I was 6. Since then, I've always been fascinated by archery. The elegant curves the iron-tipped shafts make as they pass through the air. The satisfaction of an arrow sent true. And now when our people need arms more than anything, I am honored and proud to be able to help. You were banished to Avernum as a child? Usually children aren't. I should have been left on the surface with a relative, but all of my relatives were already down here. You see, a local noble wanted our family land, so he had us all banished one by one. So here I am. I'd rather be on the surface, true, but this is my home now, and I'll help fight for it. Just glad to hear that you're fighting for it, and you're helping out with your profession, but just goes to show what the Empire was like back then. Julie continues to work on her fletchings. She's very young for an Avernite. Most people in Avernum were banished when they were older. Most children are very young, having been conceived down here. Various crossbows, bolts, arrows, stuff like that. Okay, nothing we really need. But thank you. We will keep you in mind. Alright. Alright, what's down here? Largo, Sage, and Alchemist. This man's skin seems permanently mottled by a life working with all manner of acidic and unpleasant dyes and chemicals. He raises his hand to his blue speckled cheek self-consciously.
I am Largo the Alchemist. Welcome.
I see you wear the marks of your distinguished profession.
Thanks, strangers, I guess. You can buy potions from me, but that is a sideline. I am at heart an alchemical researcher.
Ah, you do alchemical research then?
Oh, yes, indeed. Avernum is an unpleasant place, but an inherently magical one. Every plant down here has been magically shaped in some way in order to enable it to survive. The result is flora of unusual alchemical power. I've been able to do years of meaningful research on mandrake alone.
What is mandrake?
Rare, wondrous fungus. Hard to find and unmatched in its power. And since you seem wise folks, I will sell you several of my recipes using this plant if you wish.
Where might we find some mandrake for ourselves?
That is quite rude, I'm afraid. You should never ask an alchemist where he gets his ingredients. It's very private.
Fair enough. Strength elixir, restoration brew, protection brew. We don't really need them. Do you have any... darn it. Oh, you have a gray mold salve, though. We do need one of those, I think. So, you know what? I'll buy it. Yeah, we do need those for that one quest, from what I remember. Some words on the sign have been painted over, and the words "Gone East" are written underneath. The shop to the west is filled with dust and cobwebs. Nothing is left of the shop but an empty box and a counter. A pity. And nothing over there. That just looks out over the river. Alright. This is the Temple of the Crossed Swords, the largest temple in Avernum. For years, warriors have come here from all over to pray for safety and honor in battle. With the coming of the Empire War, the shrine has been bombarded with visitors. Temple of the Crossed Blades, all supplicants are welcome. The face of this woman is almost totally obscured by her robes. You've held many knives, but none of them have been as sharp as the gaze she levels upon you. She looks you over. I am Mother Sarah, keeper of the Temple of Crossed Blades. Are you free to converse with me today? Her voice comes from deep within the hood, strong and sad. Yes. Earlier I was away from the temple to see the soldiers. Now I can attend to the pilgrims. What soldiers did you visit? To the north are the front lines. These soldiers are the cork that prevents the Empire from springing from their caves into the Great Cave, and from there into Avernum. I walk among them to watch them and give them my support, to lend them strength. How do you do that? I help by leadership, by prayers, by kind words, and when need be through my magic. Do you know much magic? I can cast many powerful spells. What is more, for a donation I will teach them to those who support us. If you ever wish to purchase my teaching, let me know. What sort of temple is this? This is the mightiest temple in Avernum, the Temple of the Crossed Blades. Can you heal us? She can, though we don't need it. Can you teach us some of your magic? Let's see... the 3 divine spells. Fascinating. But unfortunately, I think we should probably save what money we have right now. Cloud of Blades level 2 might be useful, but I haven't used it as much as I feel maybe I should. The floor in front of the altar is covered with broken weapons, shields, tunics, and other trophies, taken from slain foes. There are also scrolls, each naming a friend lost to battle. This temple is very popular among the many warriors at the front. Yes, I can imagine. Well, that's that side. Nothing over here. Oh! A beggar approaches you. He holds a begging bowl out in front of him.
I'm Keith, my lord. Spare some coin.
Why are you begging on the streets, my good man?
Not all of us have had the fortune to be able to head to safer lands, my lord. So if you could give me a coin, I would much appreciate it.
I take it that many have left here.
All of the richer folk has been heading east for safer places. Only the troopers is around here now, and some shopkeepers and me.
He holds out the bowl, hoping for a coin. Alright, here you go. He accepts the coin gratefully.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are very kind.
Of course. And that is a dead end on the river. Huh. This cave contains a stable where the many merchants that visit Dharmon leave their wagons and the lizards that pull them. There's only one wagon and a pair of lizards here. The constant fighting has been scaring the merchants away. Yes, and there's the lizards. Nothing else here, really. That probably goes in... Actually, storage bay 3, storage bay 2, storage bay 1. Sure, try to disarm. Maybe we can... You know what? We're stealing, but you know what? Nobody is seeing this. This is stuff that we can sell. We can get plenty of coin for it. I'm fine. Oh boy. Is that a basilisk? It's a basilisk. Whew. Got it. Alright, what's in here? More gemstones. Iron bolts, we don't need those. And magic lockpicks. Very nice. And in this one... we got arrows of light! Talia, you're gonna be holding on to those. Iron arrows and... an iron halberd. That might be better than what we got. 2 to 32, 2 to 24. Sure, I'll take it. Does slightly less at minimum. Fine Slith Spear does 6 to 28. That does 2 to 32. Slith Spear is more reliable than the halberd. You know what? Keep the Slith Spear. It's fine. Oh, that's not even identified. Alright. Well, you know what? Let me just quickly sell this stuff so we can have a bit more coin. Actually, can you speak? You cannot. Well, you don't, that is. Oh, well. Right, we have a few things to sell. That, and... yeah, sell that. Sell those rubies, and sell those emeralds. There we go. And now we got a fair bit of coin. Huh. It's probably nothing. I mean, it could be something, but it's probably nothing. Ah, this must be the other side of the inn. So, we enter over on that side. We may as well go in the front door. Why not? Oh. And that looks out over the lake. Which makes perfect sense. And that's the east exit. Right. Dharmon Arms. Yep, this would be the inn. This is the Dharmon Arms, the largest and most luxurious inn in Avernum. Which, granted, doesn't mean much. There aren't many people besides soldiers here now. Civilians have been heading east as fast as they can. Yes, I see. Oh, there's someone there that's not a soldier. A small pregnant woman with black curly hair sits in the corner. She holds a small boy in her arms. Her face is flecked with red, and he looks very ill. I am Malka, and this is Daniel, she says, indicating her son. Is your son all right? Oh, I'm so worried. I don't mind telling you. My boy Daniel is very sick, some cave disease. Do you know what disease he has? A rare one. Grey mold doesn't work. A cure disease spell barely helped. There's a package of medicine coming, but, well, I'm not sure we'll get it. How is he doing? He's been infected with some sort of cave disease, a weird fungus infection that's eating him up. There was a medicine to treat it being sent here, but the package was lost. It was being brought by boat from Silvar, but we haven't heard anything of it. We'll keep our eyes open. The innkeeper looks very depressed. His depression is only mildly alleviated by seeing you. I'm Messner. How can I help you? What can you tell me about your services? I run the Dharmon Arms, and believe me, we've got plenty of space. Things have been real slow, but we have the nicest rooms in Avernum, only 15 coins. And the best meals, sizzling lizard steaks, only 6 coins. Let me know if you want a meal or a room. Why so slow? It's the war. Nobody wants to stay here when they're afraid the next day the Empire might take the city. Few merchants come, but they drop off their stuff and go. No staying and partying like they always did before. No, these are not good times for the Dharmon Arms. This looks like a fine inn.
The largest, most comfortable inn in Avernum. My pride and joy.
Things have been very, very slow. A pity. Interesting. There must be a hidden location up there. Let's see. Nothing there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. There must be a hidden location out in the west there. Yep. Alright, let's see if I can find it. It could be... Oh dear! That is an basilisk. Okay, you can actually stay back because you can't even see anything in there. Sanctuary might actually help. You? Slow. And that lost your sanctuary, unfortunately. Oh boy. Gary's in trouble. And from what I remember, magic does not help there, so... Haste Rex. Okay, Rex resisted. That thing is strong. Okay, jeez, I did not expect this. Should have saved. Bless on Rex. Haste. Gary, I suppose. Oh, it's almost dead. That's trouble. Hey, there we go. Alright, haste yourself, Leah. Okay, do you have a you do not have a potion. Okay, it's not attacking, so that's good. Haste Talia and... Bind foe. Right, Talia needs to heal Gary. Ah, crap. Why is Talia still so slowed? I think. Oh, no, that was from the previous turn. And this would not work, would it? Nope! Would not work. Yeah, call a beast. See if it does anything. Okay, we're killing them. So that's a plus. You don't need to do anything else. Ow, ow. You can't really do much. That'll help a bit. Heal them up. We got this. Leah, you don't need to do anything. And there we go. Okay. Now what's in here? The box contains a small bundle wrapped in clean cotton. Looks like it came from the surface world. Inside the cloth you find a set of 7 fine steel tools. There's a tiny hammer, 2 screwdrivers, and implements you don't recognize. These items are very valuable to the right buyer. Quality tools like this from the surface are very rare. Blessed bow and blessed short sword. Ooh. Talia, you are getting the blessed bow. And the blessed short sword... not bad. He's got a flaming sword, though. Why are you encumbered? No, I don't think you are. Slightly less than a steel longsword, but I think it'll work. Talia, you can use that. The steel longsword we can sell. Okay. That was a thing that happened. Now let's take a look up here in City Hall. And the barracks. Yes, I can see the barracks. A guard checks to make sure you have Magi clearance. Then he lets you pass. Okay, Magi clearance going there. That's the barracks, and... looks like there's a secret passage up there, or something. That, or it's just accessible from the other side. Oh, well. Yeah, I think it's just accessible from the other side. Ah, yeah. The captain of this garrison takes a moment out from his incessant reviewing of reports and marching orders to speak with you.
I am Captain Ebith. State your business quickly.
Yes, sir. What responsibilities fall on your shoulders?
Well, my job is pretty much everything. I handle the prisoners, I send troops to the front and Fort Remote. I hold people's hands. I never sleep. I deal with confused adventurers. I do everything.
Surely you don't actually hold anyone's hand. He looks annoyed.
Yes, very clever. Do you have a reason to waste my time?
Do you have any prisoners now?
Yeah, we got a talkative prisoner in one of the cells. Try not to pester her. She's in for a long day of questioning tomorrow.
Where is this front?
Where have you been, man? The main front lines between us and the Empire are up to the north. All the troops and supplies that head up there can pass through here. Let me tell you, that's a lot of work.
Can you tell me about Fort Remote?
Avernum's westernmost fort. It's away to the southwest. Bunch of Empire forts and stuff beyond there. We send them troops and supplies. Got destroyed a few years back, but it's rebuilt now and strong.
Okay, that's all we have then. Mayor. The mayor is sitting behind her desk, fingering her sash of office. She is not much older than you and has a calm, organized demeanor. There are very few papers on the top of her desk.
I am Mayor Genevieve. What can I do for you, adventurers?
Are you working right now?
At this moment? No. I'm enjoying a few minutes' peace and thinking about a few of our problems.
I suppose your job is not often peaceful. She indicates the lack of papers on her desk.
One contingent of troops just headed out. The new one hasn't arrived yet. Things are, for the moment, calm. In this business, you learn to stop and take a breath when you can.
What problems would those be?
We have recently been attacked by a band of giants. Not normal giants, but mutated giants, misshapen, stronger, and deadly. The Empire is creating them. That is why I am looking for some adventurers to undertake a mission for me.
Please, tell us of this mission.
In the caves west of Fort Remote is the fortress Kothar. There the Empire carries out bizarre magical experiments, we believe involving giants. Go there, sneak in, find records explaining what they were doing, and bring them here. I will reward you.
Another quest to the west. We'll keep it in mind. Alright. Ah, looks like a prisoner. You meet a very young and muscular woman in rough prisoner's garb. She sits on her crude bedding. Her healthy skin tone marks her as coming from the surface world.
I am Lieutenant Agate of the Army of the Empire.
I want to ask you a few questions. She looks you over.
You aren't my usual questioners. I was telling them about the Southwest Quadrant. That's where you got me.
What about the Southwest Quadrant? She thinks for a moment. She's very calm, as if she doesn't believe you'd hurt her.
It's west of Fort Remote. We have 3 forts there, 3 mighty forts. Better than anything you have, that's for sure.
How can we get into one of those forts? She keeps silent, watching it with a half-smile. There's not much you can do. She's not your prisoner, and she knows it. What are they?
Well, I've already told, so I can tell you. There's Kothar, Angirach, and the lair of Sulphurus. I'll tell more, but only to my captors, not you. Sorry.
Okay, nothing we don't already know then. Storage room. Meat. Few spiritual herbs. Not taking the poison potion, though. Torch. Fire of iron. Nothing else I need out here. Almost everything back here, but there's still that back exit. Let's take a look. Alright. Probably gonna be at least a couple rats. And I was right. Mung rats, in fact. Not gonna be hard to kill, though. Disease is gonna be a bit annoying, though. You do nothing. Like that. And there we go. There is a narrow tunnel coming off of Dharmon's refuse pit. Leads to a small metal door. Complete with a little boat. Because of course there's a little boat over here. There's always something hidden back here. Like there. Oh! That looked bad. Let's stay away from there. Let's see. Must be hidden passage. There is. And we can't get through because of those things. Well, I guess we can't really do anything back there right now. Interesting. Did not expect that. Oh well, we'll need to be able to remove barriers. Now that we have this gray mold potion, though, before we do anything else, let's see if we can use it. Let's see. I believe... No, not there. Ford Emerald. Let's see. This potion should be able to help him. Use gray mold salve to heal Brian. Brian winces as you apply the gray mold salve to his wounds, but he doesn't object. Sure enough, the legendary healing power of this concoction starts to work. His pain decreases, his breathing becomes smooth, and color returns to his cheeks. Wow, that stuff is great! I think I'll be able to return to the field in no time. Thanks. You're welcome. Now, you! You wanted to know? We healed Brian for you. He should be better now. Theresa looks, if anything, even angrier. I know, and he's already wanting to go out and fight again. I think this time I'll lose him for sure. Her head drops to her chest. I'm sorry. I appreciate what you did. I know we need to fight for Avernum, but it just makes me angry sometimes. I want a little time to be happy. You've made it possible, but I don't see it happening for a long time. How is Brian doing now? Getting better faster and ready to go out and get killed. Why am I bothering with a soldier? I'm a fool. I really appreciate what you did, but it's difficult. You're welcome. Okay. That said, we still have a lot of quests that we have to do. A lot of quests. But we've done everything that we can here in the Great Cave. So, we can either go out and fight the Empire now, or we can do what I wanted to do and head back eastwards, so that we can deal with the eastern caves, and make our way back to the caves in which we started, around Formello. I think there's a few more things that we can do around there, things that we can check for, including finding a boat, but that will be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, that is Rex, Gary, Talia, and Leah. Oh wait, hold on, before I do, now that I think about it, before I say goodbye, we do have one thing that needs to be identified. So I'll quickly do that, and then I'll stop. Yes. You. No, not you. You. It's just regular iron plate mail. Well, okay then. Clearly we need to improve whatever it's called. Sell that, we're good. 3,000 coin. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Alright. But yes, next episode we'll head up into the eastern caves. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Rex, Gary, Talia, and Leah. This has been an Avernum 2 Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.